You are listening to Cards with Esther and
Rachel.
A couple of opening points. Like and comment if you enjoy what you hear on whatever platform you are listening on. Follow us on Instagram, Cards with E and R, so you can comment, like, and connect with us instantly. Or you can be old school and email us at cardswithEandR@gmail.com. Okay, let's get into the cards.
All right.
Okay.
Reverse.
Okay, so today our cards are an ugly face, the art of seduction, and a disappointing birthday party.
Man.
But who hasn't had one? Or many? Or plenty?
Right, exactly. That's so relatable. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with an ugly face.
For real. Let's start with an ugly face. Oh, I feel conflicted because really, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. There's someone for everyone.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm trying. Like, all right, but we all do know that there are some people who are just busted.
Well, it says ugly, an ugly face.
Right.
So you can have a banging body.
Right.
It's just you got the butter face, right?
The butter face, right.
Just everything but her face.
But there's so many different options now, though. There's things you can do to your face.
There is.
Which makes me... Okay, so that brings me to a little piece. If you are a person who does something significant to your face, let's say you've got a giant schnoz or something, and it's very noticeable. Let's say you want to reduce it, whatever. It's your prerogative, okay? Mm-hmm. But you do this at like 22, 23. You get married at like 30. Do you have to tell your significant other? Right. Okay, because then what if you have like babies and all of a sudden this kid gets this honker, right? Right, though. Okay, seriously. I'm serious. So like, do you have to disclose that? Because if not, would they... because now this baby has got this giant, it's like half the size of their head. And you're looking at this and you're like, where the hell did this nose come from? They're over here like,
well, she got it from somebody, though. So somebody else in her family has a huge ass nose. Right. So you can just be like, yo, it skipped me. It skipped my generation.
Esther doesn't have any kids. I'm going to be in full, and maybe it's because I'm effed up. I don't know. But in full disclosure, I remember, when I had each one of my kids, there were pieces where I was like, oh, all right, please, Lord. When I found out I was having, a boy, I was like, oh, God, I just really, really hope he doesn't get, Nate's family's nose. And I was like, because it's very, he got Nate's nose, but it's, the family nose is very, very... aggressive.
Okay.
Oh God.
Is it bridge wise or is it?
So bridge, what? And it's just a lot. It's aggressive. The nose is aggressive, and I was just like, oh man. And then I just kept hoping too. I was like, well, maybe they won't, and he didn't. Mm-hmm. So, but that was the first thing. I was like, okay, let me see. And then we have a redhead, so then we were like, man. So if he is redheaded, we have to name him Rusty, right? Because that was, swear to God, we were going to name him Rusty. I did not tell you this. I was dead damn serious. So we'd have had another tan redhead, and we were totally going to name him Rusty. Swear to God. Damn. Swear to God. Luckily, he sure did. He got brown hair because he would have been a damn Rusty.
Oh my
God! You gotta name a redheaded boy Rusty. That's what you gotta do. You don't think so?
You just think a Rusty has an ugly face though. I've never seen a hot Rusty. Sorry, exactly. You'd be setting your child up for failure. You know how you read a name and you're like,
there, they should send us something. Please do. Well, wait, of your face.
Of your face. Yeah,
Jeez,
nothing
God,
else.
Of your face.
We do not care about those other things.
Exactly.
We are married. Well, engaged. Well, basically married shit.
Do you remember that a couple nights ago, Theon brought up something that shocked our entire table?
Shook.
And he almost... Well, I was shocked, too, and it did shook. Oh, God, is that the plural? English is not good for us tonight.
You said it.
I did. Well, it did. It shook the whole table, though, because we were shook. We were like, English is not our forte. Anyway, and he had said that girls who are not as attractive, and Theon did say it very nicely, are better in bed than pretty girls. And we were like,
excuse me, sir.
Because then we were like, all right, he just double insulted us.
Right.
Like, we were like, hold on. So he just said all of us are lame on 2 levels. I was just like, I looked at Esther and I was like,
we were either the ugly ones or the pretty ones.
Or no, we were
lame. The ugly ones.
Correct.
That
I mean, it was like a double.
I was like, yo, I don't even know.
Right.
Do you care to explain yourself?
Insult. Exactly.
Huh. Come here.
Ugly girls have to try harder. That's just it. I mean, when you're beautiful, when you're beautiful, you don't really expect to do much. It's like, it's like the prize is like, oh man, the dude is always like, well, the prize is getting this pretty girl into bed. And so if the girl is pretty, then she doesn't really have to do a whole lot because she's already done it. She's pretty. But an ugly girl's like, I don't know. I might not be able to keep this dude in this bed, so I gotta turn this motherfucker out.
I want to argue with this point, but I'm struggling with this.
It's like, what side do I argue for? Am I the ugly
Right.
bitch? Am I the pretty bitch that can't fuck?
And I'm sure there's an exception to every rule. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like just some horrible, ugly fucks out there, but they don't have any redeeming qualities. That probably exists. I'm not gonna say like, if you're pretty, you're not good in bed, or if you're ugly, you're amazing in bed, because that's just ridiculous. But I'm saying like rule of thumb, you'd be safe if you go with the ugly one.
Okay, all right.
Because he says the ugly one's gonna try the hardest, like a pretty bitch. But I mean, I kind of feel that because if you're pretty and you snag the hottest dude, it's like, psh,
right.
He's gonna tell all his dudes whether you fuck good or not that you fuck good because he doesn't want to seem like a lame-o.
This is true. True.
Either way, it's like, you know what? And then you get told that you're doing good. Right. When you're pretty.
Exactly.
You get away with it. They're like, nah, whatever. That was okay. She's pretty.
Right.
That's just how she fuck. That's just how she do it.
Wow. Now I'm all like feeling really, really not very confident about anything in life.
We need to give out surveys to the other people we had sex with. Be like,
no, for real. Like,
that?
This is anonymous going into like a doodle poll for me. Like, just I get the email. No, don't actually do it. And then we're going to have to be like,
no, and then just be so depressed.
Like, how soon can you get me in? I really need to talk about something. My entire world
My
is
life
just
has been
blown.
shattered.
So apparently I'm busted in horrible. And I just don't know what to do about any of that.
Oh,
so,
man. Well, but does it go to the Art of Seduction, which is our next card?
It is, but I want to know real quick, though, from you, because we are going into that, and this leads into it, too. Does the same work for an ugly guy, though? Does Theon's same theory work?
Yes. Because the ugly guy's got to try harder.
Who is he sleeping with? Because he's not sleeping with a pretty girl.
Sometimes
so where does he get the practice?
They get the pretty girl.
It
so
seems
says
to
movies.
me, okay, though, what I'm trying to say is it seems to me that men who are not as attractive probably have much longer dry spells than girls who are not attractive.
Yeah, that's true.
Or they're paying for it with Craigslist.
Because any
so if you're not using Craigslist,
he has dudes that want to fuck her.
Right.
But not every guy has girls that are going to pine after them.
Correct. Correct. So, Theon, care to chime in on that one? Because I feel like I'm just blowing holes in your theory.
All right, so a pretty guy doesn't have to do as much because he's pretty.
Right.
Like, so he didn't have to. He didn't have to go the extra mile to get this girl into bed. She was going to go to bed with him no matter what he said or did. The ugly dude has the same thinking as the ugly girl. He's like, I got to do something to impress this chick. Because if I don't, she will never want to do this again. Or he's thinking, I may never get this opportunity again. So I'm going all out. balls to the wall.
Right, but you're assuming that like he lasts more than like I don't know 2 or 3 woohoos. Like,
oh, I'm not talking about like endurance or anything like that. I'm saying that the ugly dude is probably not going to be a selfish lover, so he's definitely going to be a bit of a giver. The pretty guy is going to be like, you know what? No, this is your pleasure, not mine. It's like you put like the ugly dude. He's going to do whatever it takes to either take a full advantage of that situation or to make sure that you ask for a second date.
Okay, all right. Oh. Well, dang it, this is why you don't argue with Theon.
No, I do not.
This episode's been very Theon heavy.
That's why I don't fucking argue with him.
I don't know.
Like,
I need more time.
Sometimes exactly. I'm just like, God, I need to gather facts.
I'm gonna blow all these holes in this theory and just blow it up. Next week I got you, but in my defense, I woke up at 3 this morning, so like, that's why I can't get you right now. If not, I wouldn't need more time, but I'd have you right away.
Your usual like stronghold doesn't work against him either, because he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, no. He talks in the calmest fucking voice, and it's like, shh, I'm just angry now.
That's his like art of seduction.
That is the art of seduction. You talk in just a low voice. So now I gotta like really listen to what the fuck you're saying. I'm just like, what?
Well, and then he tries to use like big words and
like,
confuse us,
dictionary,
and then tell us this very long, elaborate argument that just at the end of the day we're like, wait, what were we talking about?
That's how he won future problem solving, yo. Like that's how he won academic decathlon shit.
I still can't.
My nerd shit, our nerd shit. Sorry.
Future problem solving. Please,
look.
Please. Good Lord, did you guys have like matches where your parents would show up and like record it?
Well, my parents were pretty absent and shit like that. So would your parents go?
That no. There were, but
they could have.
Someone's parents were proud and people showed up and recorded these things somewhere. Like, if I search YouTube, can I find something like this?
Because you travel around, too. Like, you get to travel. Like, we went to Athens together. They went to...
I'm doing
Where
this.
did y'all go? Connecticut.
I am going to find some vintage...
They had a Las Vegas one. I mean, it's out there.
Oh, it's out there. I'm finding some vintage nerdball stuff of you guys and going to...
It probably won't be of me, but maybe
it's definitely going to be of him, I'm sure. There's going to be some up there arguing. Because he argues so well.
Exactly. That's why there's definitely a video of him.
Yes, I'll find it. Theon.
Yeah, that is his art of seduction. He uses his all facts. He is my Google. Like, I could ask him a question, he'll have a roundabout answer. I'm like, all right, that's good enough for me.
That's cool. I mean, that's cool. I like it. What's your art of seduction, Esther?
Mine, I don't know. It depends. It depends, because I like to get touchy sometimes. If I really like somebody, I'll get like really touchy, and it's like, yo, bitch, back up.
So Esther's molesting people.
I'm molesting people out here in the streets. If I like you, you have been molested by me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So is that your go-to?
It just happens to be my go-to all the time. I'm just gonna touch you.
See, I need more therapy. I guess my art of seduction is to insult them.
You just argue with them, and you're like, well, that's how you know.
A little bit. I mean, I have to, just make, and it's not right. I don't know if you would call it insulting, but it's definitely making sure that they know that I'm very witty and like sharp-tongued, I guess. Yeah. And then, pretty much insulting them.
You're
Lord, I'm like trying to come up with nice adjectives, but pretty much I'm like a
strong,
third grader.
Independent bitch.
Right. I'm like a third grader. Apparently, I'm over there like, hey, poo-poo head, like what's up? Like, let me insult you. Yeah. Wow, I need help. And then that's the only move I got.
That's all right. I mean,
I'd like to learn about some better moves, or I'd like to discuss some moves that.
Well, seduction, like that I like when I'm walking around and I smell some bomb ass cologne, and I'm like,
yes,
like fine black gentlemen love to wear good
Hold on,
cologne.
you
Like
said
Theon
in the
wears
grocery
the
store?
best. Oh yeah, in the grocery store when you're
Yes.
walking down the aisle, and you're
Aisle.
like, "Excuse me." Like Theon wears really good cologne. I love.
I think
Theon's
that makes a
cologne.
difference. Nate wears Axe.
Tell him
But-
to grow the fuck up.
Well, I get why he does it though. He's outside like all day long, so he like sprays it on his like uniform or whatever. I mean, well, and when he's outside, I mean, I get it. But like on nice nights out, he wears whatever I've brought home. So,
Jacquard. Oh, Noir.
oh Lord, no, I couldn't even tell you. I don't remember what I bought him last time, but I just kind of sniff things, and I'm like,
I mean, as long
just
as
sniff
you like
things.
it, that's what
I
dudes.
do.
That's what dudes
Right.
buy their cologne. They're like, well, bitches love it.
Exactly.
She'll love it.
Art of seduction through cologne. I usually am like, I think what's worked on me in the past is like I need somebody who's funny, who like
definitely.
uses the funny approach
Yes.
too.
Like nice, sarcastic, funny, not
Right.
just like
Well,
tell me
that's
constant
what I was
jokes.
trying to say.
Oh,
what I
you're
do.
sarcastic.
Oh, see, those are the words
There
I
we
needed.
go.
I didn't
Look,
need it.
we
I
could get
insult
there.
them. But I
Same
guess I do
difference,
kind of do
same
the same
difference,
thing.
Yeah,
Same
sarcastic
thing.
is just a nice way
Yes.
of putting.
Right. That's what I
You're
do.
cutting them in the back.
Eh. The other ones I don't like. I've never been a fan of are like the over serious. Like, do you know what I'm talking about
Yeah.
for the art of seduction?
Yeah,
like, let me
exactly.
stare in your
Like,
eyes,
chill,
and
you're
I'm like,
freaking
that's
me out.
entirely too much eye contact for me.
Because there's
It's
like a
getting weird.
border, there's a line between that, like being seductive and being stalker and creepy.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, this dude is, I'm gonna go home and this motherfucker's just gonna be at my front desk,
Right.
or door, just like chilling. I'm like,
Right.
or
No,
like,
I don't want
yeah,
that.
where they like get really close and just stare you in the eye. It's like, no.
Yeah. That one's too much. Or the guy who like I don't want that segues into like the Facebook stalker guy, the one who knows more about your own family
yeah.
than you
It's
do.
like,
They were like, "Oh, did you see it was Uncle Bobby's birthday yesterday?" And I'm like, "What the hell?" Like, now that's that I think you're
That's
kind
a
of like
different level. Yeah, it's like,
that's
excuse
not
me.
you're not seducing. We're moving
No.
into stalking here,
Yes.
apparently. But
Yes.
some guys think that that's what you need to do. Is like learn.
Yeah,
every
if I
little
showed
thing.
this much affection and how much I know about her, she'll love it. It's like, no, dude, that's creepy AF. Like,
Well,
that's not cool. I don't want you to know shit about me.
Right.
Come in not knowing
Well,
shit.
and then this guy would be then a perfect one to seduce you, the one who doesn't give a shit about you and like calls you like
Just like,
occasionally. He like
don't
doesn't
fucking
ask
tell
you
me
any
shit.
questions about yourself.
I'll
Doesn't
just-
that's his
just let me
form of
rub on you
seduction
and I'm
is
cool.
ignoring you until he notices you standing in the corner and it's like, oh yeah, I'd like to play with that maybe for a little bit.
There's that bitch.
There's that his form, and a lot of women fall for that one.
Yeah, they like the dude that's
Is
hard to
unattainable and
get.
doesn't
yeah,
care.
exactly. It's just
Ugh.
like, psh.
Yeah, it's
It's
ridiculous.
like, oh man, he totally wants me. Did you see how he didn't look at me?
Correct.
He knows I'm here.
Exactly. He did that on purpose.
did that on purpose.
Like, no, girl, he doesn't. Like,
He really
but
does not
okay,
give a
because
fuck.
he's over there all booed up with Amanda. Oh,
That's
no.
okay. He'll call me later.
Exactly. I mean, oh, girl, please. Like, all right. So we don't want those
Yeah,
guys. We don't
or-
want like those type of guys.
Or dudes that have got their whole thing from like sex books and stuff like that. Like you're trying to be Fabio to me. It's
Oh,
like,
yes.
no,
No,
that's like
no.
over romantic.
Right.
Like,
Well, or the guys who just go straight for the kill and there is no like
Like,
seduction
yeah,
at all.
it's like, ugh.
It's like, what's up, Jim Tan Laundry GTF?
DTF.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Down to fuck. Get the fuck. I'm
that's what I meant
GTF.
to
Are you DTF?
That's what I meant. But I was like, yeah, no, I don't like those either.
No, that's too aggressive. Like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, sir. I know you, like, that whole relationship would just be all fights because he wants
Correct.
to be right about everything. It's like, fuck you. You are not.
No.
There's girls out there that are timid and would love that shit, though. It's like, nah, I can't deal with that. It's like,
Do
you
you-
can't tell me shit.
No. Well, and for girls, the ones I'm always kind of like, oh, girl, stop. are the ones who are either super, super aggressive. Like,
yeah, because that's not cute on either side.
No. Like, they just come in and they're like, and, or are super, like, just over the top.
Yeah.
Like they go and they start doing the hearts, like 5 seconds after,
her last name. Yeah,
Yes.
she changed her last name, right? On the napkin, you just see her in cursive.
And it's like the third date. Stop
it.
ladies.
You're already looking at wedding dresses.
Correct.
Stop
No, you've
it.
had one in your closet. You're just now suddenly like thinking about what his favorite color is, and you're trying to find this out, and you're, trying to think about how soon it's going to be. It's too soon to Facebook friend all of his friends, and
she definitely has his mom Facebook friend, and they shared recipes.
That is so crazy to me. Like, I guess because when I was dating, we didn't have Facebook. So to think about, like, what that would be like if someone I was dating Facebook friend my mom.
Like, get the fuck back. Get the fuck back. How dare you?
Because, I've been married forever. So, since all that was so... I just would be like, you have to go home and have that conversation with your parents. Hey, listen. And I guess this is a real thing, so I'm not making fun of anyone or anything. I just don't know what that would be like.
I don't know either.
Because I would have to, do you know my God, I would want to shoot myself. I would just never have a Facebook or anything. Because if I was dating someone and every time I had to call my mom, to be like, Mom, listen, I'm dating someone who I was like, do not accept a Facebook friend.
Don't accept it, goddamn.
But then she's going to be like, do you know what's going to happen next?
Accept it.
No, well, it's not even it's just, it's going to be about 45,000. Who is he? Where'd you meet him?
Exactly.
How long have you known him? Are you going to let him meet the kids? And I would be like,
and that's why she would accept
questions.
it, because she'd want to know all that shit. She'd be like, got
she would be in my shit, and then she would get them all confused. Not that I'm big. Why am I dating so many people in this imaginary life? I'm not quite sure, but whatever.
Hey.
What's up?
She's keeping him on deck.
But I'm not really sure why I was dating so many. I said all, though I really did. I was like, I should get them all confused. But oh my God, and then I would just be on the phone with my mom all the time, more so than I am now. Not that I don't love her, but I would never get my life. Like, I would just have to change my number and my name. And hide from my mom. That's it. Oh, bless me.
Well, speaking of moms,
oh God,
how's those birthday parties been?
As a mom, or my
either
kids,
one.
Well, I will tell you right now, my kids consistently have disappointing birthday parties because. Oh God, this is gonna be a bad mother moment. Everyone is going to write me and talk about what a crappy mother I am. Here I go. I don't really believe in super high speed birthday parties. I know that we do this stuff for the kids and crap, but really it's because I have 3 kids. Most of them have summer birthday. Yes, they have summer birthday parties, and trying to arrange all of that, and they're stair steppers. So like Naomi's birthday is right there in June, and then Rory's is in August, and the kids are out of school already. And I'm thinking, you want like a unicorn, a petting zoo, the game truck. Then you want me to track down your friends who I know are on vacation, who are not going to come to this, spend out $4,000. So what? The 2 neighborhood kids that you guys don't even really like come from down the street?
Yep.
No. And so then every time I try to get something together before the end of the school year, none of their friends can get it together either. So it's not that I don't necessarily believe in birthday parties. I just know that my kids are going to be super disappointed if nobody happens to show up.
Wouldn't that be more of a disappointing birthday if you invited 10, at least 10? And only maybe one showed up.
But I know that because of the timing of their stuff, that's what would happen at this point. So I would rather them think that I am just a shitty mother than not have them face. And on one hand, and let's be honest, I am kind of a shitty mother in that piece because it's a lot of like decorations. I'm gonna tell you right now, like I don't really give out goodie bags. What I figure is your kid gets pizza.
I didn't know people had to do that. I was like, what the
First
fuck?
off,
That's not
the
white
only thing you
people
have to do
Pinterest
is,
shit. Like,
is stay
fuck
whatever.
you. Fuck your
like,
kid. He
you
came.
just have to live and die and pay taxes. Well, you don't even have to pay taxes because you don't have to do that. So you just have to die pretty much. So no, you don't have to give out goodie bags. I don't.
That. I was like,
all it is like Chinese, like made cheap little toys that are gonna choking hazard,
candy.
right? And they're gonna end up in the trash anyway. Why not do that? Listen, here's what I'm doing. I'm recycling all the papers that your kids made at my house. I let them color and crap and play outside and eat pizza with their friends. So
isn't that prize enough? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess
not
what?
Gonna remember a goodie bag.
I got your kids out of your hair because I'm also not the mom who has a party and I make the parents stay. So I got your kids out of your hair for at least like 5 hours. I was a free babysitter. Yes. What's up? How's that for a goodie bag? High five. All right. So that's where I'm at. Like, and your kid's not going to remember, like, oh, I didn't get a goodie bag. Oh, and here's the thing. If your kid says that, guess what? Just uninvite yourself from my kid's party next year.
Your kid is bougie.
Well, that's what I just said.
Where's my goodie bag?
Invite yourself from my kid's party next year.
Did you eat pizza? Oh, okay, that's your goodie bag. You
right?
piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? Do you know how much pizza I bought for this party?
And when the
want
kids
a goodie
come
bag?
Over to my house, I'm not saying that I don't monitor what they're doing, but I'm not that parent that has to hover and watch them all the time. I go and I say, hey, what are you guys doing? Yeah. I go and watch them. I said, this is what you're allowed to do. I give them rules and stuff, and they're safe, but I don't hover necessarily. Now, I may creep up there just to be, and if I hear something insane, they know that I can pop out at any moment. Like,
yeah, you got the mom ears on.
Heck yeah. Well, you know, I got the cameras though too.
Exactly.
So they never know, and I'll be like, hey, and they'll be like, ah, and I'm like, that's right. I told you. Right. You guys aren't supposed to be playing that. And they're like, oh, okay. So.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know about birthday parties because, like, my family didn't do birthday parties. Like, my mom would buy a cake or make our favorite food and shit, and then it would just be us.
That's what we did growing up, too.
When we moved to Effingham, and David got these white friends, and I was like, birthday party. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I went and saw Lord of the Rings 3 without watching the other two, because it was someone's birthday party. And that's what he did. Though. I was like, shit, fuck it, I'll do it. I don't care.
Right.
I was like, I don't know what's going on, but guess what? It's a birthday party, so Yamo be there.
Yeah, my kids love to go to them, but I feel bad because a lot of times I schedule them, and then I'm like, man, and then they'll tell me about them, like, literally, oh, Mom, it's so-and-so's birthday. It's noon. At like 3 o'clock. And I said, what?
Excuse me.
I said, what the hell, man? Well, you ain't going? What?
Right.
And I said, well, I don't have shit to give them. I was like, they were like, we can't make a card. I said, no, because we ain't showing up like that. Like,
everybody's going to think we're poor.
Well, first
can't make a goddamn card.
No,
that's a mommy gift.
Hold on. My kids are as good as I am, though, because a part of me was like, shit, I don't care. How
Where's the construction paper?
I don't give a damn. Shit. I don't care. But because, like, I will tell you that, you know, I went to Ashley's baby shower, and it was really only, like, the second or third time I've hung out with my friend Ashley. And I totally forgot to buy wrapping paper, bought her this gift, and I was like, whatever. Why wrap this shit in Christmas wrapping paper? With, oh, no, it gets better. Didn't have, like, Scotch tape. That shit had duct tape on it. And I brought it to her damn baby shower.
Bitch, why didn't you just bring it unwrapped?
No, this is like the third time. Like, first time really hanging out, like third real time, whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's from us. And she was like, yeah, I knew we were going to be friends because I was like, I just don't care. Like, I mean, this is what's up. You like the shit that's in it? All right. This is who I am.
That's all that matters. You're not going to remember the wrapping.
Well, and not only just that, it's paper. You're going to freaking ass rip it
away.
Like, I don't care. And who cares? And by the way, that Christmas wrapping paper was from like 3 years ago, too. So there you go.
Perfect. I love it.
Like,
that's
just
hilarious.
over it.
Yeah, shit. I've brought gifts unwrapped. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
It's from me. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Because I don't even write a name tag on it. I'm just like, oh, that's from me.
Right.
Enjoy.
I so struggle because, like, you know, some pieces of my job have me doing, like, where we have to have, like, I don't know, like a table and a table display.
With goodie bags on it.
Yes. No, sometimes we do have to have that. And so I'm like, because, you know, I have a
no
coworker, and she's always making it very, very neat,
beautiful,
nice, and beautiful. And I'm like, just throw them up there, man.
Right.
Like, I mean, we'll put them in piles. I don't really care. They're all gonna mess them up anyway. And I'm just like, but I realize, you know, that I have to get my life right. And I'm like, no, okay, all right, I need to try to make it like this because you overwhelm people. And then, part of me is like, just chaos. You know,
they know what it is. It's fine. Take a bag.
I mean, I can talk about anything. You know, I'm like, you pick it up. I know what you're talking. It's like a. What is it like when you go to a yard sale? It's like a yard sale table at that point. You're like, and they'll pick one up and they're like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'll tell you about that."
Right.
I mean, can I find another one? Sure. Let's shuffle through the table.
Got like, you, fam.
Find and hide and seek. There we go. I mean, I don't know. Keeps things interesting, I guess.
Legit.
I've had disappointing birthday parties, though.
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't have any, right? Not really?
Not really. Not that I actually invited people over. We went and did shit. Like, no.
I didn't either because my birthday happens to be on July 5th, which most people are like, oh, cool. Yeah.
Share it with Independence Day.
I mean,
so
it
guess
is cool
what? Your birthday's
now.
On Independence
It
Day.
is. Like, I start on the 4th and continue on into the 5th. So now it's, you know, that's what I do now. But as a kid, my parents would always book vacation right around that 4th of July holiday. Right. So I was dragged along every single year. And one year we got stuck in a tropical, what's a tropical storm right before it becomes a hurricane up in Panama City Beach.
Or is it depression?
Or whatever. Yeah,
I think
one
it's
of the two.
The storm, depression, and then
I think so. Whatever Esther says.
Whatever.
I don't care.
I don't know if that's right.
It sounds right.
Whatever.
Sounds good to me. But we got stuck up there, and my grandparents had come with us, and they brought their motor home. My parents had a cabin. So they told everyone to evacuate Panama City Beach, basically.
Oh, man.
That wasn't in, like, a hotel or something like that. So everyone in the campground is gone, with the exception of the owner and my grandpa's RV. Because there's, like, they closed the bridge, everything.
Oh,
so what did my parents do?
What?
They go across the street to the bar.
Hell yeah.
They leave us 3 kids and with my grandma and grandpa in the RV that's going back and forth like from the wind gust, right? And my grandpa is on the phone with my uncle, and he's like, I don't know what to do, Dennis. You know, and he's just yelling at him because he's like, the thing is shaking everywhere, and Brenda, and she took off and went to the bar, and I just was like, I knew this was a bad idea.
That's like parenting goals. She was like, yo, grandparents here? This is still my vacation, goddammit. This is still my vacation.
No well, if you've heard our first episode, clearly nothing. Not poopy pants, not a hurricane is going to stop Brenda's vacation ever.
Brenda
just so
is
you know.
On vacay. She don't care.
Right. So, anyway, so long story short, he ends up moving it near the building, which obviously reduces the wind. Right. Joel and Dylan are crying in the back, because they're like, and I'm just kind of sitting there chilling because I don't know. I don't know why I was so calm. I guess because I was just like, whatever. Maybe I didn't understand, or maybe I just
you just didn't care.
Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. I was like, please, God, blow me away from this family. Like, I'm just over this shit every single birthday.
This is what I wanted.
Like, I must have been like 12 or 13. So I think that was the age. I was like,
man, I hate my family.
I really did. And so my grandma's like, that's it. I'm going to get her. And my grandma had on these brown polyester pants. Like, you know, the old lady pants. Like Golden Girl pants, right? And she had on those pink foam rollers because, well, damn, a hurricane ain't going to mess up her hair either, you know?
She's going to look fresh.
Correct. And like some random old lady shirt, you know, just an old lady shirt. And so she puts on her bonnet because, she's got a rain bonnet because she's a grandma. And she puts on her shoes and she gets this big ass umbrella. And she decides an umbrella, yes, a giant ass umbrella. So, because, she got a rain bonnet. So she gonna go across the, street to these bars.
They both left, or
no,
she went?
She went. My grandma went by. I don't know. And when I think about this, I'm like, oh, well, there you go. She had enough. She was sick of my grandpa complaining. She was sick of Joel and
like,
Dylan crying.
I'm going to do something if you ain't going to do nothing.
She was just sick of it. She was done. She was ready to get blown away, too. I was sitting in the, RV waiting for it to blow away. She was going out to find it. She was done.
Just like, it's just like my wish is Rachel's, too. Blow me the fuck away.
So she goes out and she goes to the bar that my parents said that they were going to.
Oh, no.
So there's two bars. Yeah, there's two bars. It was like Spinamakers and something else that was next door to it. So she goes to that one and she goes in there and actually gets up, I guess, to the DJ. And the DJ, she had my mom paged in this bar.
No. Right. Like she was lost in Walmart.
Yes. So thank God. And I guess my mom knew that she would do something like this. So that's why my mom lied and told her they were going to that bar and then went to the other one. So then my grandma realizes that they're not in there and that my mom is out
I bet she's
tricked them. So she's pissed.
Super pissed.
And so my grandma's like a redhead, so she's beet red with her pink foam curlers and her polyester pants, right, and her giant ass umbrella. So then she marches over to the next bar, and I guess my mom was at the bar and saw her coming, and she was like, "Oh shit, Randy, we gotta go." And so as she sees her, she overhears this guy says, "Man, did you see that? I guess I had just passed her." He said, "What the hell was that?" Somebody's grandma? Because you gotta remember, it's 12:30.
Oh, man.
In Panama City Beach at this club, dance club, and my grandma's in there with her polyester pants, her umbrella, and her rain bonnet with these pink foam ass slippers, and the techno music is prong, 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 prong.
She is on a mission.
She is on fire. Oh my God. So that vacation was ruined. So I was just we survived, but the yelling was so crazy. It's a good thing everyone left the campground because I swear you could hear it for it was miles. It was grizzly bears yelling at each other. I was like, this is so ridiculous.
Oh gosh!
And I was like, but did anyone die? Did anyone die? And I was just like, oh my God!
Dramatics. They could have died.
Yeah. Then there was the one vacation over my birthday, and this was actually the very last. I have not taken a vacation with my family since this vacation. That's how traumatizing this vacation was. It was my sweet 16 birthday. Dum, dum, dum. And we were going down to Panama City Beach again.
Again, you guys love that fun.
Right.
Why's your mom?
Because I'm not really sure. It's like a 90s singer or something. I'm not, we were going down there again.
It was popping in that era, so I guess so.
I'm a old bitch. So we go down there, and my parents were supposed to have gotten us a cabin. Okay? But apparently, now Panama City Beach is in Florida. My birthday is in July. So we are camping in a tent in July in Florida.
I was like, where are you finding these cabins?
So it was there's an Air Force, Andrews Air Force Base, I think, is in Panama City. One of them's over there.
Okay.
Anyway, so my dad, he was in the military, so we would get book these vacations there, and we would stay at the campground there. Yeah.
So you were in a tent, not a cabin.
I would, yes, a tent. Oh, but it gets better. So our tent space, apparently, because we got there late, which is standard behavior for my family. was given to someone else. So they put us near the dumpster, which was near the red ant pile. 2 of them.
No, of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
So that's great too. So that's fine. We can deal with that. So we get there, we unload, and my dad's like, oh, let's get all this stuff unloaded. We'll go down to the beach. So we all go down to the beach. First day was fine. Mm-hmm. My dad had rented a boat. It was like,
oh, cool.
And we were super excited because
Yeah.
we were going to go, cruising around, go to like Shell Island or whatever. And so my dad gets the boat and he gets like a tube to pull behind it, which in hindsight, this seems like a really bad idea. This is the ocean, not a lake.
Tubing is awesome.
I don't know if you tube on the ocean.
Yeah, me and Nick tubed near Tybee.
That seems like we need to discuss
we
this
saw
bad
Paula
idea
Dean's
later.
House.
Right, but like tubing to like make people fly off the tube.
Yeah, Miss Marlowe's Rufus.
Yeah, so that's all right. We'll discuss these bad ideas later. So anyway, so we get on the tube, my mom and I, and I've got my little legs dangling off into the water, and I notice my mom's are tucked up, and I say to her, I say, Mom, why are your legs not in the water? It feels great. And she's like, oh, shark bait. And I said, Jesus, what the hell, Mom? I was like, you're not even
She's not even like, hey.
No.
Yeah, right? She's like,
She don't give a
well,
shit.
the shark will eat her first. This
and
is my
clearly-
vacation.
Correct. Exactly. Nobody wrecks with Brenda's vacation. Oh, we'll find out. So then we pull up, to kind of where a place where my dad can like put the anchor down and stuff. And there's a beach. So, we all get out of the boat and we're swimming. Well, no, actually, I was out of the boat because I was on the tube. So we're swimming around, whatever, and it's time to get in the boat. Well, everyone then realizes that my dad took the boat without a ladder. I swear to God.
But you have 3 people on the boat that should be able to pull you guys.
No. So we have tubes. So someone's like, oh, we'll just use the tube to get up, right? Okay, well, that's fine. It works. It works because, everyone in my family is, flat-chested and limber. Except for who? Me. Everyone in my family is flat-chested and limber except for me. So everyone else gets up just fine, right? So I huff and I do the shoulder straddle thing where I like lift one boob up and the other boob up on this tube, and then I get over there and I'm balancing and the waves, are coming and stuff, right? And I got one leg over and just like Esther is laughing, my whole family is on the flipping side of the boat laughing their asses off and won't grab my damn leg to help pull me over. And I'm just laughing hysterically, like to the point of pee. And I was like, okay, I'm glad everyone finds this shit so damn funny. And then just let me fall into the water. So that went on like 5 times before I gave up. And I said, damn it, just give me my towel and my water and I'm going to the beach. So then what happens, my dad throws me my towel, which lands like right on my head because I was trying to catch it. Right. So it was all wet. And then throws me the water bottle, which hits me in the head. So I go to the beach. Whatever. And about an hour and a half, I decide I gotta go do it again. So this time, it only took me 4 more times, and then they finally decided to get their shit together. But my nipples were rubbed raw. Like, these assholes had no idea. And I was like, oh. So, but no, it's not over yet.
Oh, no.
So then at some point, we're swimming in the water, and these 2 random dolphins come up, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool, right? And it was for a second, and then, you panic for a minute, and then it's cool again. But they were like there for about 5 minutes. So I swam with like live dolphins and didn't pay SeaWorld for it. So that was really cool. And then the Coast Guard rolled up on us like the po-po for real. And we're like, get out of the water, quit molesting the dolphins. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, wait.
Who would say that?
That's literally what they said, though. Quit molesting the dolphins. So I was like, what? We're not molesting. Like, I don't know. I'm sure they thought that they were funny.
Yeah, they probably did.
Yeah, so then, then it was time to go back. And I just decided to just be shark bait and not hang my feet off the back of the tube because I wasn't trying to get back in there. Plus, my nipples were bleeding. So I was like, this is a bad thing. So then we get back, and then that's when I realized I was in a tent with my 2 brothers, and it's, 98 degrees at 10:30 at night on top of a red ant hill. Gross. I'm 16 years old, and I've got a 13 or 14-year-old brother and a 6-year-old brother.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so much underwear you can go down to before you're just like done, and you got, and they're over there, shirtless, and I just
Right.
and my mom and dad are in another tent, and I just said to my mom, I just walked up, and I had on a bra and panties at this point, and I said, give me the keys. Give me the keys. We need to go sit in the car in the air. I said, I can't do this. I was like, I can't. So we slept we would turn the car on, and we slept in the car for, I don't know, it must have been like 2-hour increments. Like we would turn it on for a little bit, turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yeah, because we were broke,
Well, shit. I mean, gas is expensive.
Right. But so anyway, so we woke up and we were all like couldn't move, and then the next day it was raining. So it's fine. My mom loves movies, so we went and saw some movies.
Okay.
And we went out to eat, and then my mom's like, "Well, here's the thing, kids. So we can get a hotel room and try to do this, and this, or tomorrow, or we can go home or something like that." I don't remember what exactly the option was, but we ended up driving home on my 16th birthday. No one wished me happy birthday until I was like, wow, this is the best sweet 16 I bet anyone has ever had. No presents, nothing. And they were like, oh yeah, happy birthday. And I was like, you know what? I am never ever going on another vacation with you assholes ever again. And I said, unless I plan it. And I was like, never. And I have not.
Good for you.
No, because
Good for you.
they are assholes, and I refuse to go on a vacation with them ever
It's
again.
always their fault. It legit, they're the ones fucking up all the time. Be like, yo, this is my birthday. You need to be like your mom and be like, nothing's gonna fuck this up.
Well, but the funniest part is, so when I do things like that, where I'm like, that's it, and I throw a fit, they think it's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, Rachel, you're just so short and it's so cute, and I was like,
You watch, you assholes.
right, because I am short. So, but they're always like,
right.
just like, ugh, I hate all of you.
Did you wear black eyeliner and black clothes?
Yeah, I did go through those.
Emo?
I wasn't goth necessarily. I went through, I think we all kind of go through a stage where you're a little dark and you're experimenting. I was much more, I guess, I don't know if I was much more hip hop with my dress, but that was definitely what I listened to more growing up. Although there was that really weird, when I was 12, Michael Bolton stage.
Oh,
right. No, we shall never talk of that. I don't really know what that was about, but I know that I found I will see if I can find my diaries at one point and read them because I found it, and that's how I remember the Michael Bolton stage.
God,
because it was I just love Michael Bolton's music. I got his CD, and I was like, shut up. I was and then I had to flip to the front, and I was like, oh God, this diary belongs to Rachel, and I was like, no.
Michael Bolton.
And then it was the memories were barred from my brain, and they all came flashing back.
They were like, hey,
no.
you forgot. Here I am.
And all
bitch.
I could remember was the hair, and I was like, oh God, stop.
Oh man,
God,
do you have a picture of this? We need to put this on Instagram.
No, when I was I remember Michael Bolton's hair, but I have a picture when I was that age. Yeah. It's bad. It's my glow up.
There you go.
Could put my glow up on Instagram. You've seen it, right? Where I did the mashup of it side by side?
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, because that was 4th grade, so that was 9, so it was a couple years later. But I mean, imagine that, only bigger.
Right.
That's really it. I mean, literally had boobs, and that was about it, barely. Yeah, it was a mess.
As a lot is. We should put that up. Put that glow up.
I'll send it to you.
That fuck birthday parties glow up.
Oh God, that would be hilarious. Yeah, we'll put the glow up in there. I don't care. It's good. All
right. I think we have satisfied our cards for this week. Thank you for listening. Follow us on Instagram.
Cards
with
E and R.
Yay! See you next week.